Yeah, I give myself pep talks, and I have to turn off my rapper brain and turn on my podcaster brain and all that stuff. Turn off my 9-to-5 worker brain and turn on my entrepreneur brain. And it's difficult to switch gears sometimes. So yeah, I have to talk myself into it. So Mojo was having a ball watching me do that yesterday. But yeah, you know what? We're not doing this. I got something for it.
Just something I do every day, and I just clicked on the first thing I saw.
Wait. No. Start that shit from the beginning.
So, I type in stepmom into porn, which is something I do every day, and I just clicked on the first thing I saw. And
why do you do it every day?
I knew 2 seconds in that it was Tracy because she's my stepmom.
Holy shit.
And then I thought, well, maybe she's just an actor. Some of these things are fake, But then I saw Steven, my brother. I knew it was him right away because we have matching Ant-Man tattoos on our back from the Paul Rudd movie. And then I thought, well, at least it's not the whole family. At least Dad's not there. And then Dad knocked on the door. And then I thought to myself, well, you know what? Maybe I was out of town. I've never been out of town in my life. I've never left this town. But I thought maybe I was out of town. and then Dad goes, don't worry, Gracie.
Yeah, that's it. Left me with so many questions.
Don't worry, Gracie.
We back in an hour.
So I just gotta ask. There's so many things. I didn't mean to do that. There are so many things that I want to ask about this. First of all, why do you go to the porn site and type in stepmom every day?
Every day.
It's a little concerning that that's your go-to. Like the everyday thing is whatever. Okay, I'm not judging you, but the fact that that's your go-to every day is a little problematic. Just a little. I'm just saying. Am I tripping?
No.
Am I tripping?
No.
Like, I'm just.
No. I mean, she said it. She said every day. She said that's what I do every day. And I was like, that's what had me. I was like, wait, hold up.
All right.
Wait, what?
So I need to break the fourth wall for a second. And it's gonna make me look really bad when I do, but I gotta do it. Percy, you got a fucked up algorithm. So do I. I've seen that video before. I know how it ends. That's not the ending.
I couldn't let it. I couldn't. No.
The end of that is he says Gracie's downstairs eating chili, and she says, "I remember that chili. I ate it last Tuesday."
Yeah, last Tuesday.
So that's the end of that video.
Oh my god.
But yeah,
yeah.
The matching Ant-Man tattoos was almost more disturbing to me than, because when she first says it, she was like, and then my brother walks in, and I know it's my brother, and then there's that pause, and you're like, because you've been doing that shit.
Nasty fit with your brother.
And she said, nah, because we have matching Ant-Man tattoos from the Paul Rudd movie. And I was like, that's why you weren't invited right there. Because you're whining. Ain't nobody want that.
Like, bro. Okay.
Wait, are we
how much do you judge a person based on their
first part or the second half?
No, not at all. Not at all.
Family or her actual predilections of every day? Like which part?
All right, so there seemed to be
the whole goddamn
some sort of an accent there.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
So,
inbred.
Yeah, like
straight inbred.
it seems like there might be.
We're not saying you from below the Mason-Dixon line, but you might
Yeah.
be.
And there seemed like there might have been some cognitive malfunction.
Yeah, she put a tattoo of Ant-Man on her back.
Yeah. So Tracy's the stepmom, but her real mom aunt is, you know, that like it. I'm just saying there might be more to the story that would explain multiple facets.
Yeah. Paint.
Yeah.
Trailer
How
parks.
much do you judge a person based on their porn search history?
Yeah. Did y'all ever see the Street Fighter movie?
Oh wow. Which one? The one with Jean-Claude?
Of course.
Yeah, the one with Raul Julia.
Of course.
He played on Bison, and he's like, "Yo, the day that Bison graced your village, it was a day you never forget. But for me, it was Tuesday." And it kind of seems like this is that kind of situation. It's like, yo, for you, that's a heartbreak. For us,
this is traumatizing. I'm sorry that our regular Tuesday routine traumatized you so severely.
Yeah,
that's crazy. No,
and it was Tuesday that I found that video.
Now, I gotta ask though, and I don't know. This is probably a strange question. I was trying to ask it a minute ago, but I think I might have said it wrong. No, I'm gonna say it exactly the way I said it. How much do you judge a person based on what you find them to be searching on a porn site? Because I'm telling you, there's certain things that if you type it in, I'm judging from immediately. Like immediately.
There's a scale, right? Is it every day? Like young Miss just said that you do this and this is all I find in all your history every single day. Every day of some one thing, every single day is a little disturbing. All right. Let's just be honest. Let's be real. Now, have I had some weird days where I'm just bored and I decided to type in midgets on top of pinatas? Maybe. I get bored sometimes. We look at things.
See, that's my
I'm judging. It's not every day. I see that.
because you typed it in. Like if you go down the rabbit hole, that's one thing.
Yeah. But you typed it in.
If you go to the suggested videos, like if you go down to the suggested videos, but see that's the thing. If the suggested video last week was midgets on piñatas, then I can see how 3 weeks from now you might be like, look, I'm bored, and I know for a fact that there's something out there that might be worth exploring.
Oh yes.
What was that?
Oh yes. Now.
Yeah. So it's a scale. It's a scale. You know what I mean? Now, if you're looking at I don't know, 2 girls, 1 cup type stuff, that's all I gotta say. If that's your thing, I'm judging right off bat. I'm sorry, it's just not my bag. So that's the judgment. It's not that I'm judging. I'm already per se. You won't ever cook for me.
I am.
I
totally am. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Dog. I'm telling you, all of y'all motherfuckers with your little weird proclivities and shit that you like to get on the internet and talk about, I'm giving you the face every time you talk. Every time you say it, I'm giving you. And if I ever see you in person, I'm gonna give you the face in person. You know why? Because that's fucking crazy. Like, there's a person that I know. I'm not gonna say his name because he just don't deserve it. He don't deserve the light that will come from it, nor does he deserve the ridicule that will come from this. So I'm gonna be cool. He actually might deserve the ridicule now that I think. Anyway, so I'm at his house one day and I'm like, all right, bro. So look, we gotta do da 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 boom boom boom. I just need to use the laptop real quick so I can fix some of this document. All right, yeah, go ahead. Now, before you tell somebody, yeah, go ahead to use your computer that you do odd things on, maybe make sure that it's not still on the screen when the person go open your computer. Now, I open the computer. I'm not going to go into grave detail about what I saw. All I'm going to say is that everybody wasn't standing on 2 legs. Some of them were standing on 4. That's all I'm going to say. So my first thought was, well, damn. How long have you been a weirdo and I didn't know it?
You just gonna leave this out like that?
that not only are you watching this, you didn't even care to try to hide it before you told me, yeah, go ahead and use the computer when you knew when I got there that I was going to need to use it because I told you before I came there.
Oh wow, it was already pre-told.
I'm judging. I
See,
ain't talked to him like that since that day. Like we have real quick conversations now, and I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna holler at you later though.
he wanted to feel better about himself, so he looked back. He was like, "Oh
Yeah,
no,
I never take this nigga to a zoo. That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
know
That's
how
all
that
I'm
happened."
He was trying to recruit. He was
Yeah.
like, maybe Seb's into the four-legged varieties. Look at this ass. You know what I mean?
So
You know what I mean?
You know what?
Straight donkey.
Literally. Literally. Oh,
there was a situation a while back where it was just like, have y'all ever just been caught in the uncomfortable situation? I told you a little bit about this story at one point. Like, so my older brother, a homie of his was in an animation class. And they had like a monster thing in there, right? And the monster's dialogue, they wanted me to go and do. So I said the actual lines, right? But then when he was like really chopping people up and shit, they wanted like sound effects. And while we was like putting together the film, it was like the last thing that he was getting ready to do. He was like, all right, I don't know what to do here. So he went and grabbed, what's that thing called? A Furby?
Yeah.
The thing that records your voice?
Little demon. Yeah.
Yeah. And then, but you can also set it to where it will like flip it backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he came back with a Furby and a porno video. And he was like, I'm going to play some of the video, record it on the Furby, and then reverse it. And it's going to be funny.
No.
And we were like, that's crazy. Ha ha ha. Right. And he does it. But then, like, he's getting ready to turn off the movie. And one of the dudes is like, nah, leave it on. And we were like, no. But then he got back up. And like two other dudes that were there were like, yeah, no, you can leave it on. And it was like, yo, is my part done? Because my brother's there too. So he's looking at me, I'm looking at him, and I was like, yo, my part done, right? Like, I'm a go. Yeah, salute.
I see you when
I'm out.
Don't salute, just go.
Yeah.
Because
So,
that could mean something else. Pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the uncomfortable situation that you get put in sometimes where it's just like, you know what? I'm cool.
See, I never understood that, right? I never understood dudes getting together and watching porn together or going even to the strip club. Like strip clubs, unless it's like Atlanta, where it's a full show, you might be able to get something in, but maybe. I'm not saying, but the lap dances are great and back. You know what I mean? There's actual physical touching and action, but for homie to be like, hey, let's go to the strip club together and we just gonna sit there and have steak. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Portland. Like we're gonna have steak and eat while this girl's shaking it over my food, and we're gonna get hard together. I don't understand the appeal. You know what I mean? Like I don't understand the appeal. Being turned on.
Me and the homies that go to the strip club together, and it'll be 5 of us. We go in the door, pay our way in, go in the door. Hey, look, I'm going over here. You going over there? Okay, you going over there? All right. We go in the club, go our separate ways. I might not see these motherfuckers again until it's time to leave. You know what I'm saying? But like,
makes more sense.
So, you know, at a point throughout the night, we kind of catch an eye. Good. All right, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Right. And then, you know, at that juncture, by the time I started going to the strip club heavy like that, you know what I'm saying, when I was actually legally old enough to get in, you know what I'm saying, we had cell phones, so we texting, you know what I'm saying, hey, yo, everything straight over there? All right, but you know what I'm saying, cool. I ain't never understood the concept either. A bunch of dudes going to the strip club together, sitting together, and dog, what are y'all doing? This is some weirdo activity that y'all got going on, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
So, I got a question, and I don't mean to put you on blast, but I think I know the answer, and it's gonna be funny.
Okay.
When you DJ'd at the spot you DJ'd at, were you old enough to be in that spot?
Well, that's a loaded question. Because when I first started, no.
Pause.
Yeah, true indeed. When I first started, no. As within my first year of being there, yeah, I was there. Yeah, I was
okay.
But it was I'll just say this. You know what? And fuck it. Shout out to Teddy's, man. Shout out to Teddy's. Winston-Salem, North Carolina, man. It was fucking. Hey, if you ever went to Teddy's, dog, you understand what I say when I say it was classic material. It wasn't some big, beautiful building. None of it. It was like you'd have rolled right past it and never known what was going on in there. You know what I'm saying? Teddy's was lit, yo. Like it was lit for the strip club. And like on Sunday nights, the strip club was closed, and we would have hip hop shows there. Yeah, man, yo, man, shout out to Teddy Kirkland, wherever you at, man. One love, bro. Nothing but love for me, man. That dude looked out when I needed him to look out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I just, but with all the stories you tell, like I put the timeline together, and I was like, Carry the One. This motherfucker must have been like 16, 17 years old.
I was like, yo. He was like, man, I need a DJ. I was like, yo, I can do it. He was like, but you, I was like, bro, I'm 6'3". Who gonna ask me? Who gonna ask me? You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
I'm taller than everybody in here. Ain't nobody gonna ask me shit. So by the time something occurred where I actually had an interaction with the police at that location, I'm gonna tell you because, all right, y'all. Quick Seven Da Pantha at the sidebar. We sitting outside the Teddy's. It's myself, my brother Equinox, and our former cohort named Orko. We outside. So me and Knox, like, we trying to smoke. Like, the way y'all see me smoke now, because I'm somewhere where it's legal, I always smoked like this. I didn't give a fuck where I was at. So we go out to the van and we smoking. And I mean, we smoking. Like, I almost can't see to the front of the van because there's so much smoke in there. You know what I'm saying? So then all of a sudden I see this light pass by the window and I'm like, who out here playing with flashlights and shit?
Yeah.
And then I hear,
get out of the car.
And I was like, hey, yo, I think that's the police. So then, luckily for us, the bag of weed is inside the building in a bag, in another bag. All we had with us was the blunt we were smoking. At this juncture, it's like this big. So when I opened the door, and the pig was like, "Y'all smoking weed?" I was like, "Nope,
Eating it.
Not at all.
Delicious.
Not at all." So it's smoke just billowing out of the. I'm pretty sure they failed a piss test. They had to take one anytime soon after that. So then the cop says, the older cop, he's in his feelings. He's like, "Oh, you guys are going to jail," and blah 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 blah. The younger cop was like, "Hey, yo, what they had left, he ate it." He was like, "Yep. So all we got is smoke." He's like, "Yeah, let's just go, man. Lead these dudes to the rest of their night. Let's get out of here." The first thing we did as soon as they left, went back inside, got the rest of the weed, came back outside, and smoked again because they just fucked my whole high up. So, you know.
Made me eat my roach, bitch.
I was going to roll that later. What's wrong with you? Trying to tell you, man. Hey, look, it's okay. We can do that. It ain't nothing wrong with getting high. And we should be used to being high anyway because we fly to everybody.
I'm flyer than everybody. Everybody on cloud 9, higher than everybody. We stepping out on the town, we slide at every party. Shining extra guard, we flyer than everybody. Yeah, I'm flyer than everybody. Find me on cloud 9, higher than everybody.
Oh, I was caught up in the moment. What up, Eat 'em Mad? I'm gonna see him soon, man. See him soon. Got some news to share with y'all a little later when we get the music. But hi, welcome. Good to see y'all. Good to be seen. All that good shit. You know, it's a saying that my uncle and them and my pops and them always used to say when I was a kid that I thought was one of the dumbest things in the world. Every day above ground is a good one. And I'm thinking to myself all the terrible fucking days I've had while I was alive. And I was like, y'all niggas is crazy. Then it hit me. At least I'm alive. It's a motherfucker that can't have a bad day right now. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, y'all know what it is, man. Welcome to the party. Pantha Politix Podcast. We are back in the building. I am Seven Da Pantha, obviously. You know me, man. The Carolina Hurricane Ridiculous Slang, a.k.a. your baby mama's favorite rapper, a.k.a. Pod Strickland, if you're getting the point. NBA season just started, too. But y'all should check out All Purpose on Monday if y'all want to talk about it. Hey, you already know I got the squad with me, man. You know what I mean? And I'm going to do this in the proper order because I got a feeling this is going to be interesting. So, P, how was your weekend, brother? How you doing?
Let's see. What day is it today? What day is it? The day of
Wednesday.
recording?
It's Wednesday, yeah.
Wednesday? Okay. So Wednesday the 29th. It's my anniversary. My 3-year anniversary.
Happy anniversary, for sure.
Thank you. So we took off to a little day spa today, and had a little. What was it? They have these like circuits, right? So Sage and Spa, or Spa and Sage, or something like that. Silk and Sage, something like that. And they have these little boards up there that tell you what to go down, right? If you want to detox, do this set. If you want to have relaxing, do this set. If you want to do this one. So we did the detox and all that. There was a spot in there because I wasn't really paying attention. And I'm gonna let my wife kind of just take me through this, you know what I mean? You know, I bought it. I was like, yo, let's go. And there's a section in there where there's a cold plunge for like 3 minutes, 23-degree water. And I was like, huh? Because, you know, I'm the tropical peoples. I don't really like cold very much, you know. And
do they supply the crack too?
Yeah. So, huh?
They supply the crack too? Because you're gonna have to be high as fuck. No, mind. Go ahead.
I wish. It straight up said, don't do any drugs or anything while you're doing this process. So I was like, damn. I wish I had crack.
I'm never doing
so
that.
We got to that part, and you know, D, man, she took that thing like she got in that water and she just zoned up and just breathed through it and did her little plunge and held it for like a minute and something, and then popped out.
I know you was in the military, but D a soldier. You the one that was in the military, but D a soldier on everything.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, man, sharks. I ain't getting in that water. They're sharks.
You better believe that shit.
Sharks. always a good excuse. Sharks. Keep your ass out the water.
Man, I got in that water because I could see the bottom, right? I didn't see any sharks, so I thought maybe I could do this because I just saw my wife do it. And I know she's tough, so I'm like, you know, I could do this. It's a minute. It's just a minute. I gotta get in there for a minute. So I get in there, and as soon as I hit my balls, man,
I'm a lady.
I went through transition, and now my name is Priscilla. And so I tried to get in. I couldn't even get up. I hit my nipples. I screamed like a banshee, and I jumped back out. Yeah, and I was done. I couldn't do it. I straight look like Kevin Hart.
You know, there's a difference, and we should give more respect to it. There's a difference between what we can do and what we should do.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Can I walk in the store and slap the fuck out this cashier for talking crazy? Sure, I could do it. But it might not be the smartest thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe I should think about this first. And anybody that known me for a long time, because I know some of y'all watch the podcast, and you know me since high school, you know that is a brand new train of thought for me. So like, that's probably been the last 12 years. The last 12 years, I decided to stop punching people in the face randomly. Yeah. So, yeah. Pete, man, listen, do me a solid, bro. Don't ever do that shit again.
Oh man, everything else is awesome. Like the steam bath and everything else is a great place. Actually, I highly recommend it. Just I gotta make sure I actually read the process and make sure there's no cold plunges in that process. Because there's ones that didn't have it, and I just was not paying attention and got myself caught up all the way up in my screen. So, but yeah, no, I mean, I did
It would have
that,
been
and
dope
then,
to be there. He hit that Mariah Carey note and shit. That would have
right.
been dope. Christmas song and everything. breaking glass and shit. God damn. Oh man. Well, bro, I'm glad you survived it. Happy anniversary to yourself and to D, as of course. Tell her virtual hug, long range. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say before I do this, I need you to know we don't have a disclaimer on this podcast yet, but I'm gonna make one right now. The thoughts and the views that you're about to hear are specifically those of Monster and Elicit. And they may or may not reflect the thoughts of Pantha Politix Network. You'll never know. So, with that said, Monster, my man, tell me, brother, how was your weekend, man?
All right. So before I get into the weekend, I want to call out. Today is October 29th. October 29th, 2017. We lost John Witherspoon. So rest easy, Grandpa.
Bang, bang, bang. Yeah. I know you up there coordinating.
Always.
Also known as bitches.
All
right. So my weekend was bullshit. I had to get that out of the way first. Now, some good things happened, but they made my psychological factor during the bullshit a little bit rougher. So I got a package that came in early Friday. And I wasn't home, but I got a text message. Bop, bop. Yo, your shit came in. Dope. And first thing that came in was this.
Ooh.
It's nice. Yes. So I got me a new hatchet. It's got a nice onyx what is that? It's called an onyx cedar wood.
Oh.
So I'm sitting there the whole time while I'm working on Friday thinking about this hatchet.
Is that why you were?
And all the dumb motherfuckers that I was having to deal with. And through most of the day, like, I was happy because I was like, I got a hatchet at home. But the stupidity of what occurred throughout the day, like, by the end of the day, I was like, where's my hatchet? And then I got home and I got my hatchet, and I got one other thing. I'll show you guys that at the end. But because I'm gonna need you guys' opinion on it. But throughout the weekend, like every time I had a lot of writing I needed to do. I got shit that I'm building. And you know how like you get into the process and then you just go ham, right? Like just as you hit that like that sweet spot of like bang, let's go, and like you're off to the races. Knock on the door. Knock, knock. Yo, bullshit coming at you. So I got nothing good. And I was mad as hell the whole weekend. But let's end it on a good note. Y'all's Christmas presents came in. So do y'all want the green jizzle?
Oh my God.
The orange one? I got dark blue and then the classic light blue.
I want the classic light blue. I'm going for the classic light blue.
I bought a gang.
Oh, you're a hater.
They didn't have purple. Don't worry. I got like 12 of the classic light blue.
Oh yeah.
But these ones were the special order items. They didn't have purple, Sev. I'm sorry.
Oh man,
But
haters.
yeah, so they're here whenever y'all like stocking stuffers. They ready for you.
Oh my god. That brings me to what I'm gonna do for my birthday.
That is
I'm gonna do this before I clear
insane.
that. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
It's gonna be a
insane.
Jizzle Christmas, y'all.
Mhm.
Jizzle Christmas, bro.
That should be an episode.
The funniest shit in the world happened at work. So I'm standing there, and these two people are having a conversation, and I thought to myself, Monster said, "There's never a bad time to say this."
You did.
So I said, "Let me wait, and I will find the appropriate moment to say it." So I'm waiting, and all of a sudden, the door opens wide. Because one of them said, "Well, I couldn't believe my eyes." I said, "Man, look at all that cum."
Yeah.
You know what happened? First it was, then it was insane laughter. And I think we might now have 2 new viewers of the podcast. But anyway, that was
It
right
just
on
goes
time.
to prove my point.
Yeah, I was like, damn it, he was right.
Time.
I was like, damn it, he was right. This is some bullshit.
Oh no.
Yo, wait, man, we already said it's October 29th. By the time y'all see this, it's gonna be October the 30th. So that means I'm pretty sure most of y'all gonna be prepping your slutty outfits and your whatever other weirdness y'all on for your costumes to go celebrate Halloween and all that shit. Me for one, like I ain't never been the type of person that shouldn't rain on nobody parade about Halloween. Like I fuck with Halloween. Like I don't give all the spooky shit. Oh, the spirits. Shut the fuck up. If you don't want that shit in your life, it ain't gonna happen. So like let it ride. What the fuck is wrong with y'all? Let the kids have fun, man. Like it ain't nothing to it. You know what I'm saying? Then the adults get to have fun too. You know what I mean? But sometimes kids and adults can't have fun together with Halloween.
Mhm.
Sometimes they can't have fun because sometimes adults don't understand that the kids don't actually get where the fuck we coming from. So it ends up being an extreme misunderstanding. And sometimes those misunderstandings can be very loud and unruly. Like, yeah.
What is wrong with you? You scared the shit out of me. I ain't playing. Don't do that no more.
All right, chill out, buddy.
Nah, you don't scare babies. I'm a baby.
You don't scare babies? I'm a baby.
What's wrong with you?
What the fuck is wrong with you? You gotta love the
Know your
kids, man.
place.
You gotta love the kids, yo. Oh my god. I mean, of course, you know that's who knows what's real and what's not anymore. But that sure felt real. I know some kids that would do exactly that. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, "Hey man, the fuck going on over there?" Yo, Sam, what's this bullshit, man? I don't know. These motherfuckers tripping. Yo, that shit
With
made me
his
bust
face
the fuck
right
out.
there, I was just waiting for that swing to come. Just
Yeah, you was way too close. Way too close to be playing like that. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll be surprised sometimes that it don't be more people going to jail on Halloween. Just because I know people utilize it for all kind of fucked up reasons and shit. And like sometimes though, getting arrested on Halloween can be funny if it happens to the right person. People know what I'm saying. People know what I'm saying.
Not tonight, little man. Ah! You son of a... Stay down. You move, you get stepped on again. Get your boot off me. Backup's right here. You're done.
Damn, Chucky. Damn, Chucky.
It's about time
Chucky.
somebody addressed
Somebody
the
needs to do
issue.
something to that
Just a
little-
little pigeon.
Yeah,
It's
why
a
didn't you
3-year-old.
just kick that motherfucker down?
You know, like Chucky is one of them ones I always wondered, you know what I mean? Like You ain't got a bat. You ain't got like. why you just let this little doll jack you up as bad as he be doing? Is he super strong? They never established that.
You know the fucked up shit to me is that okay. So I think that one of the things with Chucky, I think, is he has the strength of whoever the person is whose spirit is inside of the doll. So he's got regular person strength, but it ain't like super curricular. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's a strong motherfucker for a little ass doll. But yeah, like I always be thinking to myself, like, you know, we be laughing at Chucky and that shit would be funny to me, but like I'm an equal opportunity motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I firmly believe that all people should equally get to enjoy the ridiculousness that is Chucky right along with us. So to my Latina and Latino brothers and sisters, we got you covered. Don't worry about it.
Deja de estar viendo memes, pendejo.
¡A la verga, me vale verga, perro! ¡Y cállate a la verga, con tu puta madre a la verga! ¡La verga, verga!
What the fuck?
Bro, I love that dude.
Oh, that shit is crazy.
You remember the gibberish Italian song from last week?
That's exactly what the fuck I thought about when I heard this.
I gotta translate.
Oh shit, ladies and gentlemen, gibberish Chucky.
Yeah, homie that played Chucky was just like, man, fuck it don't matter. Chucky sound like this.
Oh shit, bro! I could not have been in there when they was doing the voiceover for that shit. I would have fucking died. If nobody warned me ahead of time, I'm probably gonna think it's some smooth Mark Anthony ass motherfucker that's gonna do the voice of Chucky and shit. Nah, they went and got the Sicario motherfucker from fucking Queen of the South. God damn, yo. Yo, that shit is wild, bro. What the fuck? Yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, let me ask you a question. P. Hey, well, shit, Monster, you know the answer too. I always get these backwards. Which one is closer to California, Santa Ana or Santa Rosa? It's closer to Los Angeles, not California. Closer to Los Angeles.
Say, wait a minute.
I was like, what?
Yeah,
they're both in California.
Yeah, I really fucked up myself too with that.
Okay. So you're asking which one's closer to LA, Santa Rosa, or Santa?
Yeah,
Santa Ana or Santa Ana.
Anna is Santa Ana is the one closer to LA. Okay, I couldn't remember. Like my brain be confusing them shits because I don't go to neither one of them on a regular basis. So I just be like, Santa. It's at the ho spot, one of them in California. But yeah, I was just curious because I was looking at something earlier that made me trip about. They was talking about some neighborhood in Santa. One of them is not allowing trick-or-treaters because of some shit. You know what I'm saying? And it made me think about when I was growing up. And like all of us, we around the same zone and shit. Like it's different now than it was then. You know what I'm saying? Like right now they worried about kids getting fentanyl and shit. Candy. That ain't funny, but I'm just saying that's what they worried about. But we had a whole different set of dramas. Like our shit was a little more like here we go.
Most popular house on the block. While the other neighbors are passing out boring old chocolate bars, dull candies, and bland treats, why don't you give the kids what they really want? The exciting and smooth taste of Newport menthol cigarettes. The most refreshing of all.
Yes,
Newport menthol cigarettes.
Super expensive now.
It looks like them's is hundreds too.
Yeah. That's my brand. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man, look.
Got me smoking on these goddamn vapes.
Don't be putting no motherfucking dope.
The Newports hit.
Don't be putting no fucking dope rails in my bag. Did this motherfucker just put some Salems in my bucket? What you doing?
If somebody drops a fucking Lucy into my bag,
I'd be like,
I'd have been like, yo, I know that this ain't allowed, but if I throw on a new costume, can I roll back through real quick?
Yeah. About when I was 4 Lucy's away from a full pack.
Yeah, man.
When did y'all stop trick or treating? When did y'all stop trick or treating?
Shoot.
Or did you ever trick or treat? I guess.
15, 16.
Oh no, it was way earlier for me.
Yeah, 15, 16.
Yeah. I did trick or treat at one time, but I stopped real early because I'm big as fuck. I always have been.
It's like you're 7 years old.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't get out of here.
Yeah, like I'm 7 or 8 years old, and I walk up and they're like, "Bitch, you got a 401k? Get the fuck out."
Kids aren't allowed to do this with you. Like, what?
Yeah. And then, they'll throw like one of them little snack size Kit Kats in there or something. I'll be like, "You got any Newports?" And they're like, "Man, I knew it." Scram.
I knew you were an adult. Get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, man, just
I'll be like, "Nah, I just saw a commercial."
Put it in the bag. Yo, my favorite shit. I ain't even gonna front. I probably went trick or treating until I was like 20 years old. But after a while, I had to do it a different way because much like Monster, I'm 6'3". Like I can't just be walking up to nobody's door, knocking, talking about trick or treat. You know what I'm saying? And they like, it ain't like I got the Mickey Mouse voice. So I mean, but I got creative. Boom. All I had to do was I'm hanging around in the hood. I see a mom that's got 2 kids. Hey, check it. Let me borrow one of your kids. Your kids want to go trick or treating. Let me borrow one of your kids. We're gonna hit the spot. I'm gonna take them across town to the good spot. We're gonna double up. I'm gonna bring them back. We're gonna split the candy. That way your kids got some candy and I got candy too. We good? Do you think? They know me and they like it's a stranger taking their kid and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Sure that's trafficking. I'm pretty sure that's trafficking, kid. Like I'm pretty sure that you are.
I think it's creativity.
You said across town. I think you said across town. Now, if you would have stayed in the neighborhood, maybe across the street, if you would have been across the street, we're taking them all over them. Going to Detroit.
If I take a kid to a basketball game across town, is that trafficking?
Yep.
That's bullshit. Nah. If that's the case, I was getting trafficked all motherfucking high school tenure because we riding buses all over fucking state playing sports with motherfuckers and shit. So yeah, I got you.
And you saying the government doesn't traffic? I'm just saying the government doesn't traffic. They traffic us all the time. Yes, we know.
Yeah,
let me get about that William voice.
I think that the situation spawns from the phrase, "Yo, let me get your kids."
Yeah, that part.
Yo, let me borrow your kid. Yeah,
and then I took him across town. Like, yo.
The dumbest shit of all is I said it just like that.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't no twist on it.
Sounds right.
This ain't me putting no twist on it. That's exactly how I said it. Yo, let me borrow your kid. So
but this, this is like the 80s, early 90s. So it was different.
And so I mean, okay, so at one point I got real fly with it because I was dating an older chick and she had 3 kids, right? So I'm like, okay, check it. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take you over here, then I'm gonna bring you back. I'm gonna take you and we're gonna go over there, and I'm gonna bring you back. And you, homie, you got the flyest costume of everybody. We're going to hit the rich neighborhood. We getting it in tonight. And she was just like, yeah, y'all be safe. Girl, you crazy as hell. Do you realize I'm about to have your kids ain't gonna have no teeth by the time they 10 fucking with me? What is wrong with you? But it is what it is, man. We all gotta die someday. You know what I'm saying?
Looking like Riley selling candy.
Mm-hmm.
Just posted up behind.
Hey man, they call me the fundraiser. They call me the fundraiser. Oh shit. Yo, that's wild. It had me thinking though. Now that you say that, it do have me thinking. I mean, we all gotta die someday. You know what I'm saying? But I'll be thinking to myself sometimes. I see people change like in an incredible way sometimes when they get older and realize they're closer to their end than to their beginning, and they start getting soft and they start trying to. I'm like, dog, you are who you are. Like, quit trying to flip the program like you ain't saving nothing by trying to be different just because you're dying. But there are some people who it don't matter. Like, it could be hell, high water, whatever, and they still gonna be themselves, even in their dying moments. And I have to respect those people, respect them, because they do shit like this.
Leave you to say your last words to him. Granddad, it's gonna be really hard, There's only so much I can take. It's gonna leave a gaping hole in me, man. Gonna be a tough load to swallow, but I know I got to. I have to. I gotta be strong, man. Just take it on the chin. You know what I'm saying? No, Grandpa, I just want you to know you always be deep inside of me, man. You the one that told me when it gets rough, stay in there, man. Pound it out. Finish it strong. And even though I want to just explode everywhere right now, I gotta stay hard and ride it out. Man, for you. Love you, Pops.
No, shit.
Granddad, you trying to say something? It's okay. Just
Pause. Yes, nigga.
Oh my God, son. Yo, that might be the funniest shit I've seen.
I don't hear no lies.
Yo.
He's sitting there saying,
That's Sev on his deathbed right there. Pause.
Yep. Take that. Take that. Bro, what in the... All I kept thinking to myself was... Oh, whatever.
Just 2026, or sorry, 2028. That's when he's supposed to be giving out. He said, take that. 2028.
Did he's getting out in 2028? I mean, that don't surprise me. It don't surprise me at all. It don't surprise me at all. As a matter of fact, I would probably be more surprised if that were not the case. To be honest with you, I don't know, man. I feel like it's a okay. So the question was posed. You know, who's gonna fuck with him when he come home? You know what I'm saying? And I think that's very dependent on several things. How did you do your time? That's going to matter when you come home. It's going to matter. If we start seeing a lot of dominoes fall while he's behind the wall, things are going to look very different for him when he comes home because we know why they're falling. I'm gonna keep it 100 because I am who I am and I believe in what I believe in. I don't wish no harm on him while he in there. No harm on him like his life ended. Like if they want to wear the willy, if they want to rumble it with his Gucci cat all they want, I don't give a fuck about none of that. He probably enjoy it. But I want him to live to come out of there because you need to come back out here to face what you've done. Like prison is it's a facsimile of punishment and quote unquote rehabilitation, whatever. Y'all talk that, but we know better. We know what it really is. But when you get out is when the real challenge starts. So I'll be very interested in seeing who's there when that occurs, how people receive, you know what I'm saying, his return into the I think it's over for him musically. As far as music is done, it's over for him at this point. I think it's over. He may be able to quietly behind the scenes put something together, but he can't put his name on anything. He's not going to be able to put his name on shit because it's not going to fly. Yeah, I mean, that's just, you know, and I know we wasn't planning on talking about Diddy tonight, but I mean, since you said that, it did make me think. I have been thinking about that a lot lately because I'm like, man, it's kind of fucked up what happened to Sean. You know what I'm saying? And then he got out of prison after doing 10 years for some shit that it's becoming more and more clear every day that he didn't do. He did 10 years and didn't say shit. He wrote it out like a G. And Diddy was in a position to do what he needed to do to make sure that man didn't get deported back to Belize, and he didn't do it. Now, mind you, Sean's a diplomat now, and he's a big man on campus over there, so I'm pretty sure he ain't super mad about it. Plus, he wasn't that dope of a rapper anyway. But, you know, it's more about the principle of it to me. So, I don't know. Yeah, fuck that dude, though. Not Sean, Diddy.
I guarantee they saw Johnson & Johnson at the commissary. I think he's going to be fine.
He's getting out.
Word?
I don't think he's getting out. Oh, yeah, word. I don't think he's getting out. That's why I was kind of just, because 2028 just seems like it's right at the end of sewing up all the last little bits, right? Because you get the end of the election and all that good stuff. And he can write a book now, and no one can stop him from writing his book. And since he's had people that are in this administration partying with him, he got all kind of things to say. So I don't think he's getting out because as far as they're going with the other stuff.
Yeah. I think it's going to depend on what he says. If he starts giving them any notion that, he's going to say something, then yeah, they'll take care of it. But if he's playing behind the scenes and being like, yo, no, I'm going to hold it down. Like, the state fucked up their case, and it could be for a reason. So he could very well be saying like, yo, y'all held me down, I'm gonna hold you down. It ain't ain't even a thing. And I can see him rocking with it. So I think it depends on what he says. Yeah.
As long as he gives them the impression that he's rolling, I think he'll be okay. Because I think they realize if they play this right and he doesn't say shit and he do his little bit and come out, then now should that be the case, it may look very different than what my mind is picturing for him on the come out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because it could very well be a position, a thing of, okay, you held it down, but when we had our little tiff, you jumped out, you got too big for your britches. We had to cool you off, but you held it down. You came back. Okay, boom. We're going to find a way. It might not be in music because people in the music industry are not going to fuck with you, but we're going to find a way to put you back somewhere where you can get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you made us a lot of money. You go ahead and make your money. We don't care. Just be mindful this time. You know what I'm saying? And I tell people all the time, Tupac was never going to be mindful, and that's why he's dead. Tupac was never going to be mindful. Say whatever the fuck you want, don't matter. Suge Knight had the money to get him out of jail. Like, the fucked up thing is y'all made it possible for him to get out. If you really wanted to fuck with him, you should have never let him out of there. If you really wanted to fuck with him, that's what you should have did. But instead, you let him out, and then he started doing that thing again, and y'all was like, oh, shit. What did you expect? Do you know who his mama is? Come on, man. Let's stop playing with me. Anyway, I ain't mean to shift the energy. But speaking of energy, y'all heard of W, right? W-D-U-B. Yeah. W.GG. Yeah, I heard of it. Go to W. Hey, yo, listen. That should be flying out the warehouse, yo. I'm telling y'all. I went to go order some shit I wanted really, really bad, and it was out of stock. It was back in stock. I had to wait a couple of days. I went back, and it was gone again. And I was like, wow. But W.GG is where you go to place the order, man. Use the code Pantha Politix, all one word, to save 10% on your order. I'm telling you, the flavors are fire. The energy rise is very natural. There's no crash. Yeah, and it's a lot of all natural ingredients. A lot of the same stuff that is in another energy drink that we partake in on a regular basis. So, but I ain't gotta tell y'all, man. I can show you. Let's get to it, man. Dummy shit. You know what I'm talking about? What happened? I'm doing that shit.
East Coast, West Coast, worldwide. You can run, but you know you can't hide. Better pray that you're on the right side.
Stone cold in the project zone, running up in your glass house, itching to throw stones. These niggas ain't lit, I'm on fire, they cold stone. Infinite clone, softer than soul stone. 7 dead homes, royal rap, autograph on your headstone. I am he, they weaker than Siamese. Cloud chasing by in streams, red eye to the interview, blunted, ready to devour zines. The spell the rumors, through the crying scene, I so worthy lying.
Man, I like that song. I don't know why. It's just kind of dope. I like it. Shit, man. I mean, we might as well get to it, man. I promise y'all, like, we still listen to music on a regular, and it's not just like one album, even though that's what we be talking to y'all about. Listen to more than one. Sometimes we listen to more than one. Oh, right now though, I want to spread some love. One love to Charlie and the Tribe out of Minnesota. We spoke on Great Aunt Francis' single a few weeks back. But now, the queen of the tribe, First Lady herself, IMK, dropped her first single, I do believe, Mixed Feelings. For those of y'all that don't know anything about K, she is absolutely phenomenal. wonderful person, man. A magnificent voice. If you are familiar with Sounds of Blackness, her voice is in the mix of all of that beautifulness. So, gentlemen, what was your impression of IMK's Mixed Feelings?
So I love Kay's voice. I love her sound. I love this new sound that she's doing. I like the range that it allows her to have, and the subject matter is more personable instead of just kind of singing back and hooking, all that good stuff. She's talking like she's coming from the heart with this one. It's a breakup song. It's that you ain't shit kind of song for the men's that had done her wrong, but um, you could feel the soul in it and that kind of stuff. The only issue that I had with it, and this is just what I have with any independent music on our level as they're starting out, is just the last bit of engineering, that mastering. There were some things there that were just kind of off to me. It didn't really blend well with some effects that didn't blend well with her voice, and that kind of stuff kind of took away from her voice, in my opinion. Because I just think you should just let her go and let her do her thing. But honestly, she's trying a new sound, so she's gonna find her pocket, and maybe the rest of the album that comes out from this is gonna be even better because it's the first time gone. So
no
got
doubt.
a lot of room. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Monster, what were your thoughts on Mixed Feelings?
First, I'm just gonna shout out Kay because she is phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how long I go without speaking to her. Like she from almost the first day we met, she was immediately family. Couldn't ask for a better person. And to have such an amazing voice, and I didn't even realize that she was in Sounds of Blackness until like I think our second or third conversation, and I was just like, "Come on, really?" Like that's how you're gonna top everything up. Okay, fine. So, because our one of our first conversations, she's sitting there complimenting my voice on one of the tracks that we did. So now all of a sudden I hear that and I'm like, really? Like I'm trash bag, son. Get away from me.
I feel like you're pulling my leg.
Mm-hmm. But no, she absolutely amazing voice. I loved how she did this track for many reasons. It was a bit of a different sound for her, or at least maybe a different energy would be a better description. But I just love how she did it. You could tell that she, she went in there and really analyzed things a little bit, because there are times where she kind of switches up her cadence a little bit. You could tell that she had fun both writing and recording the track. So yeah, it was really dope to hear. I'm glad that she's starting to get some music out, because this has been kind of a labor of love for her for a very long time. Recording some music. So to see something officially drop was fire. I do agree with the production. And in doing a little bit of research, I mean, I don't know this for a fact, but there were 4 different, engineers involved in the production pipeline, between the beat, the recording, the mixing, and the mastering. And that can get choppy at times, just because you have 4 different people that are putting their own kind of spin on things. So yeah, I hope that they can kind of clean up the production team a little bit. I know Tarly was involved on the recording piece of it, so shout out to Tarly. But yeah, there are things that can be done. The mixing, I think, was a little off, and it just didn't accentuate her voice the way that it could have, that I know that it can, given everything that we've heard from her. And then, if mixing is not completely on point, then the mastering kind of becomes moot to a point. But yeah, so hopefully she finds somebody that can really work with her vocal range and work with the style of artist that she is. And once that happens, there's no stopping her. But yeah, so dope track. You know, there are definitely some improvements that could come from it, but you know, right out the gate, I'll definitely spin this again.
Mhm.
I can dig it. Okay, let's start here. I said it in the beginning, I'll say it again. Absolutely okay. Absolutely okay. Hearing her sing, what was the song she sang? Rihanna's Diamonds.
Mhm.
It gave that song a whole nother feeling for me. You know what I'm saying? And I love Rihanna, don't get me wrong, but Kay's voice is so special. It's different. And I think that's kind of why I feel the way I feel about the record. I think when she started out in the beginning at the lower register, I'm not really used to hearing her sing that low. And I didn't. Some of it didn't quite jive with me, but I was like, okay, I'm gonna just keep listening because I know where she's going. I know this is just the jump off. I know it's about to take off. And I agree that I think to a degree the production and quite possibly some of the things that happened in the mix pipeline, I feel like it took away from her. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't by any means think that it's a bad record. Don't get me wrong. I don't think it's a bad record. But what I do think that if you know who she is already and you've heard her, especially live, this is going to feel weird to you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to feel a little off. I'm not blown away by the production. I mean, let me just be. I don't like the production. I'll say that. And that's just me. But at the end of the day, I see where the direction of the record was going, and I think that what they were shooting for, they accomplished. I just don't know that is necessarily what my expectation was from her as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at with it. What did y'all think? I mean, am I tripping? I mean, how did y'all feel about the production in and of itself?
Yeah, the production was, I think that it did take a lot away from it. And I will agree with the fact that I do believe that if this is your first introduction to 2K, then it's not the best representation of what she's capable of.
Right.
And you know, so I if this is the first single off of a bigger album, which I do believe it to be, I think it could be a good track to mix in to show her range, because this shows a very specific position within her range. So I think mounted with other tracks, it could be, you know, a good barometer for that distance. But yeah, just as a single, I think it kind of pigeonholes her a little bit.
And I think part of it too for me is, and it's the same thing I think when I listen to Soul's music or Monster's music or Mojo's music or my music. We in the same crew, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna measure everything against each other, even if it's just for the clarity of the sound. After hearing how clean Gravitas Francis's single sounded, you know what I'm saying? It just kind of blew me away a little bit when I heard that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And again, Kay, it's all love. You are still one of the most amazing singers I've ever heard in my life, and I can't wait to hear the rest of the project. This record just don't. I mean, it don't really do it for me, but it's cool. Like, it's cool. I ain't saying it's trash, but it ain't. It just don't do it for me. Y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
Rain.
The people that had their speakers all the way up are about to be pissed.
Yeah, seriously.
Let them be mad. Let them be mad. Y'all already know what it is. We only deal with the hot shit here, man. So for the inaugural For a Long Blaze album review, we got none other than Mojo Barnes, Son of the Morning. Out now everywhere. But if you really, really, really support independent artists, go get it on Bandcamp. Stop playing. So, gentlemen, and I know y'all know who Mojo is. I know y'all know he. Yeah, fuck all that. Only real talk allowed. Brothers, thoughts on Son of the Morning?
Starting with me or starting with the?
You can go.
Okay. Well, let me say I like it. I liked it a lot. I liked it so much so that I listened to it twice in one sitting. Because by the time I got to the end of it, I was like, wait a minute. The beginning is the end, or the end is the beginning. This is how this starts. And so I listened to it again, and you kind of get this feeling of him telling the story of the life flashing before his eyes. And every track that comes before the last track is just those quick little images. Mojo's got a way of doing these little short tracks, man. Like we call vignettes. I know me and him talk about it. We're like, why you do these little vignettes, And I get it now. Like after listening to it, putting it all together, I think this is a very cohesive album. This is actually way more cohesive than his last one. For me, always when I'm listening to an album, I want to make sure I see the imagery. I want it to tell me a story. I want to be able to see the soundtrack. I want this to be the soundtrack to the images in my head. And this one definitely did it. Like I said, when I got to the end of it, I was just like trying to put it all together. And you get to that last track, which you guys killed on, by the way. Graveyard. When you get to that track and you start to think about everything that was said prior to, it all makes sense. And then it forces you to want to listen to it again, to really make sure that you heard what was being said. And that crafted the whole story in my mind. So yeah, it's definitely a fire album all the way around. I think it's some of his best work as far as just mature wise and just coming together and putting a full cohesive body of work together. This is one of his best. So, and I'm not just saying that because he's Mo, but like I'm actually quite pleased with this one.
Oh yeah, I feel it. Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, okay. Monster, what do you think, sir?
So I'm going to shout out my biases early. Mojo is one of my favorite rappers of all time. Just because of his content, because of his creativity, because of his ability to spin a rhyme and tell a story while he puts lyrics together so fluidly. So yeah, I'll throw out that bias. I'll also throw out the bias of I'm on the album. But yeah, getting into the entirety of the album, I absolutely agree with everything that Percy said. I think the reason that this album means so much to me and is going to mean so much to me no matter how many albums he puts out in the future, this is the first time that Mojo ever really just took the gloves off and said, I'm gonna rap. It's all his own production. So there's no outside influences, pushing him into a direction. He built the beats. He concepted the tracks. It's the first time that he was able to completely nuance what he wanted his message to be. And with how long I've heard him rap in the past, to be able to see that, it was awesome. So yeah, the album overall was just it was precisely that. Even though Book of the Monster came out before this album, some of these tracks were in concept, and some of them even got released previously over different beats. But why that's important is a good majority of the tracks on this album had a very strong influence on Book of the Monster on my album. I reference him in probably 4 or 5 different tracks on my album because he was the executive producer of my album. And I've heard these tracks so much. And before they were even released, I had them in a Google Drive and I would spin them on the regular. So being able to put out those references to my brother, being able to show my appreciation for his work was dope. And now seeing this album finally come to fruition and really take hold in what he wants to become. I couldn't have asked for anything better. The beats are insane. Putting the bars over the beats. Just from track 1 with the introduction of "Let me show you how I get down." That was the perfect move. It's not his first album, but it's his first album as him, just 100% him. And with that message coming out of the gate, let me show you how I get down.
Yeah.
And just coming after the head straight from there, going into Easy, going into Business, Not Your Role Model. For the people that are fans of Mojo Barnes, the people that have been listening to Mojo Barnes music for a while now, some of these tracks bring back that nostalgia of seeing him on stage, and they bring back the feeling that they had when they first heard these tracks. That's just the first half of the album, and then you start, if there's a sense of propriety in the beginning, saying like, this is me, this is who I am. Once you hit track 5 with Go Ahead, that's where Mojo really starts to get into his bag. That's where he really starts to be like, I'm fucking tired of this, and I'm coming off your head. Having Go Ahead, Livestock, Grieve, Hands Free.
Hands Free, that ending. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's just that ending. The way that he, the way he dropped that, immediately I was just like thinking of Train Spotting.
Yeah.
Just that it's the really sick part when they dives into the toilet. You know what I mean? It's just that going into the depths of depression, and that line, that bar he has where he's like, my ex-girlfriend's dancing on my grave, or me pissing on my grave.
Oh yeah.
And then that part goes down. I was just like, oh, that is nice. That was a nice bar.
Yeah.
So yeah, no.
So to Percy's point, being able to tell the story, but then seeing where the story comes from with the last track being Graveyard. The second appearance of the Kings of the Underground, the progression of the story, and seeing the Kings start to gain some of the power that they're going to need to do what they need to do. Having you spit your verse, me spit my verse, and then Mojo come in and really be able to really just round out the story and see where all of that story ends of the crossroads. Yeah, I absolutely love that track. Both y'all's verses on it were insane. But yeah, I'm on one of the tracks, and I will say there's no way for me to say I have a favorite track off of this album. Like I'm on one of them, and I can't even say that that's my favorite track because there's just not a favorite. Like all of the tracks are fire, but just the album itself in totality, I'm never going to just listen to a single on this. I spin it a couple times a week still, and it's always going to be spun in totality.
Yes. Yeah. I think and see, I feel like I kind of got a cheat code to a degree because I just interviewed Mojo yesterday, and I got to hear that. So I'm gonna say this, and the interview comes out Friday, so y'all can hear it in his own words. I too was like, hey man, it's crazy. I could even like, as much as I enjoy hearing you rap, even if I take your bars away and just listen to the beats in the order that they're in, I still get the same story. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, that's how I know you did it right. He was like, wow, it's crazy you say that. I wasn't really trying to do it. I was just like, these verses sound good on this beat. Okay, put that on the album. I was like, he was like, yeah, man, I don't think that far ahead. I was like, wow. So that just makes this more incredible to me that you don't even like the fact that I feel like we doing the same thing, but elements of this thing that I'm thinking about going into it, you ain't even considering, tells me that once you start to, oh my goodness. Oh, this is about to get real crazy. I absolutely love the album. And I did have a favorite song until it wasn't my favorite song anymore. So Grieve was my first favorite song. But then Livestock became my favorite song. But then Hands Free became my favorite song. And I was just like, wow, it's just gonna keep jumping around. Okay, I see what we're doing. I too think that Let Me Show You was a perfect first record. And I also agree on the bookends of the album, with that being the first thing you hear, and then the very last thing you hear being, hey, I showed you how I get down, but now that we got to the end of this, I demand your soul, you sorry sapsucker son of a bitch. And I love that. I feel like there's a levity to hearing Mojo's music, especially in contrast with everything that's happening in the world right now. You know what I'm saying? So when you have people still trying to propagate big spending and, hey, I'm flashy and I got this watch and my necklace costs this much and da 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 da, and the vast majority of people in the country are at their wits end. You know what I'm saying? Depression numbers probably through the roof right now. You know what I'm saying? So, and to get somebody that can come through on production that sounds like that, and who actually can rap. See, I put Mojo Barnes, Joe Budden, and Scarface are probably my three favorite introspective rappers because of how they do it. And those of y'all who don't understand why Joe Budden is on that list, please go do your homework. I shouldn't have to explain this to you.
I can't fight that list at all, by the way. Like that's a fucking solid 3.
Man, that when it comes to talking about what's going on inside here and finding a way to make that relative over a beat, to the point that there are times when I've watched Mojo perform certain records and some of the things he said, and I've seen people's expressions change in the crowd. I've seen people like hug themselves and like I understand what you're saying. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Whereas, it's dope to see that, because I think part of him doing what he's doing as an artist, and you know, he has his awkwardness about him. He's not the biggest people person in the world. You know what I'm saying? But him rapping is his way of saying, hey, yeah, I know I'm standing over here in the corner and I'm not talking to you, but here's why. Like maybe if you hear me say this, you'll get it, and then we won't have to have the awkward exchange. Like it can be a real cool, hey, like your shit for boom, you want to buy something? Here you go. All right, I'm off. Let's go. Now there's that part of him, and then there's the part of him that's talking about selling tapes of him stealing shit out your house at the show. You know, that's still, and that's actually one of my favorite Mojo lines ever. I love that shit. Yeah, I think he did a masterful job of. And he did a masterful job of doing what he wasn't trying to do. What he didn't think he was trying to do. I'll say that. Because somewhere in there he was. He just didn't know. It paints a solid picture. It paints a very solid picture. And I think that this is a perfect springboard for him to further his career in front of the mic, as well as producing. Shout out to Soul the Interrogator, who also did, I think 2 joints on there. Yeah,
2 beats.
Yeah, sold it 2 joints.
Oh, I forgot he did music on there. Yeah.
Oh, that guy?
He also mixed and mastered it though, and he did a hell of a job.
Yes, yes, indeed.
Yes.
Something fucking bit me, dog. What the fuck?
So that's kind of what I was. I got a chance to interview him for behind the mic, and I still got like 2 more interviews because we started getting into his process, and his process is kind of interesting. Like you said. Whereas this album is we were all talking, it's fully cohesive and all that good stuff. And then asking him, how were you thinking about in the assembly of this album? What were you thinking about? And he's like, nah, it sounded good. I just like go with it. And I'm like, so you don't like to plan nothing? And he was just like, pretty much no, man. He just likes to make it organic and just kind of go with it. And if this is organic, like you were saying, Seb, if this is organic, when he starts to really rein in and figure out his style, because that's another thing he said, he was starting to really identify his style and figure out what he likes to work with, in this process on making on this album. And I think you guys have a lot to do with that because you guys were talking about the underground and talking about all the other bigger concepts. And he was trying to really kind of, when he was making the music, thinking about that as he was making the music, whether that was an influence to push him towards the thing, I don't know. But it definitely comes out because, like you said, Book of the Monster Volume 1 with this back to back. Honestly, some of the stuff with Gravitas, some of the tracks in there, you can start to hear the sounds start to come together for Sound Chamber, and it's nice to see the evolution of it. You know what I mean?
I'm really kind of mad I didn't have him on Gravitas. I'm willing to have him on Gravitas, but
I think that this is the perfect album that shows that organic and cohesive can work in tandem. Because it is a very cohesive album, and it's okay that it's organic because what he did was capture his thought process so perfectly. And that's why it's organic, but it's also cohesive to his thought process. And that's why you get that notion of him and how it flows so well track to track, because it's his consistent state of mind going from thought to thought. So I could completely understand and have no problem believing that he didn't think twice about this. It was just like, yeah, this works. But it can also be cohesive because he's just so he's so masterful at catching his thought process on one of his tracks.
Yeah, I think he's shown some masterful growth in regards to understanding how he wants a record to sound. Case in point, I think one of the things I was concerned about going into the project was the records that were out previously. I've heard them so many times and we performed them so many times. I don't know how I'm going to take to these same songs on a different beat. You know what I'm saying? And because I absolutely love the iterations of them I heard before. So it was like, okay. As soon as Let Me Show You comes on, and like at the time, the first time I heard it, I didn't know that's what it was because I wasn't looking at a track list and the song just came on. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. And then he starts rapping the bars, and I was like, oh shit. Yo, this is crazy. And the wildest thing of all to me is this album been out on streaming, and I purposely didn't really listen to it before it came out, even though I had access to it. I didn't listen to it because I wanted to be surprised. I took direction from the brothers over here to kind of do my A&R job, but by osmosis and some shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, the album came together real well, man. And I think what it did show me was when you're left to your own devices, at a point you were trying to figure out what that looked like. But as soon as you figured it out and it started to make sense, this is what happened. Hey, look, man, if y'all like real rap shit, like without all of the crazy over the top monetary and material embellishments and all of that bullshit, and really want to hear somebody speak from the heart about who they are as a person and how they view the world, and at times the world that they want to see. Mojo Barnes, Son of the Morning. Trust me. You will not regret it. I guarantee it. So
go buy that shit.
Yeah, Bandcamp.
Yeah.
For those of y'all, and those of y'all that can't afford to buy it, by all means, please go, but stream the fuck out of it so he actually makes some money off of it. Because if y'all know what Spotify paying niggas. Anyway, so what I want to do on 4 Alarm Blaze is it is 4 Alarm Blaze. We got to determine how many alarms we're gonna give each project. So 4 being the best, we ain't gonna do it on no weird scale. 4 being the best, 1 being the worst. I mean, I can't go first. One of y'all go first. I can't do it. I got to think about that for a second. Damn.
I have absolutely no problem saying that I don't care if he's my brother. I don't care if I'm biased. This is one of the best albums of the year, and there is no way that I'm giving this anything but 4 alarms. This is an album that should be celebrated as a hip hop album.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. P, what you got?
Well, I agree with Monster. It definitely stacks up there with like all the OGs coming back and making full albums, not just tracks. This was definitely in the vein of full album. Like I said, I kept listening to this on repeat because it just you get more every time you listen to it. It's deep. And so yeah, I give it 4. It's just definitely a 4 alarm. So
I'm getting ready to get a little bit of payback right now. It's okay, man. I know Mojo the homie, but you can say it's trash. It's all right. Go ahead. It's okay. Mojo, I got you, nigga. Anyway, yeah, I honestly would have to agree because the biggest thing for me was, pardon me, I started thinking, what is the flaw? And when I couldn't think of one, I knew I was right. Okay, cool. All right, cool beans. So yeah, Mojo Barnes, first for the inaugural 4 Alarm Blaze album review. You are the very first 4 Alarm winner. Salute to you, my brother. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Son of the Morning. Go get it on Bandcamp. Or you could, I guess you can stream it too. I mean, it's cool. You can
just listen.
Just listen.
If you listen to this album and you've never heard Mojo Barnes before, you're gonna become a fan, and maybe you go buy it after. Maybe you buy the next 3 albums, but you're gonna want to hear what's next.
Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen, Mojo motherfucking Barnes, Mojo fucking Barnes, or as I call him, Maja Barnes. Son of the Morning, out now. Get that. Motherfucker. Yeah, man. Oh shit, you know what's crazy? Oh, it was something I meant to tell y'all. I was just looking at it and was like, yo, I ain't know that. But now I can't remember what the fuck it was because I'm high. Yeah. Never mind. Never fucking mind. Oh man. Oh shit, this is about to be Halloween. Y'all got plans for Halloween? Any plans for Halloween at all?
Murder.
Murder, yeah. I think we're gonna be burying the body. Or is it the seance?
Yeah, I always like talking to him afterward.
Seance.
The
Murder
thoughts and
sex.
views being expressed during this segment are expressed.
It's great when you gank a motherfucker and then you talk to him afterwards. Like that's special, kind of fucked up. That's my favorite.
I could be completely honest about it now because the statute of limitations is up. So fuck you all. And I mean, I already did anyway. But yeah, so that was one of the things. And it's funny that you mentioned that because that was one of the things that was they was like, man, he was just so fucking polite. I was like, really? That's wild. A motherfucker robbed you and was polite. They was like, yeah. I was like, that's wild as fuck. But the thing is this: it doesn't matter what you do. The most important thing in a lot of cases is it being remembered. You know what I'm saying? In whatever way. You know what I mean? So I was like, the easiest way to be remembered is to be the exact opposite of every other person doing the exact same thing that you're doing. Right? So if I'm playing basketball on a football field, it just doesn't make sense. Right? But I'm gonna stand out because they're gonna be like, why the fuck do we got a basketball? So when someone comes into your establishment or your place of work, if you want to call it that, and very politely relieves you of the things that you have acquired from your illegal activity, very politely does so. You have to remember that. Like, it'll stick with you forever. You're never gonna forget that. No matter what happens in the rest of your life. You could get Alzheimer's and you're still gonna fucking remember that. So you know, it's always been about standing out for me, man. That's why I write the way I write. That's why everything I do, that's why I do it the way I do it. I just don't want to be like them niggas because they trash. But anyway, like I said, man, it's almost Halloween, and I don't know. I think me and Red might go do a little something. Might go shake a tail feather or something. You know what I'm saying? I gotta ask though. What was the brokest costume you ever had to rock for Halloween? Because bro, when I tell you mine, oh boy.
All right. So like, you know, I grew up in California, right?
No doubt.
And you know, in California, and anybody who's listening to this grew up in California, especially in the 80s or whatever. California in the 80s in October is still warm. It don't get cold like it do up here. And like in everywhere else in the United States. It's still warm. So you know how they do the little parades and stuff. They get the little kids out and they want them to wear their little costumes and walk around the playground and whatnot. Right. I call myself being an astronaut. Got me some big ass puffy jacket, put together a backpack, mocked it up with some like, you know, vacuum tubing and all that kind of stuff to make it look like I got air breathers going in my motorcycle helmet that's oversized in black. I got galoshes on. I got snow boots on. You know what I mean? I got gloves. I am all bundled the hell up in 85-degree weather, marching around. I damn near died that day. I almost died. Yeah, heat stroke, straight up inside that thing, and they just like, oh, he's so cute. My face mask off, just fogged the hell up. It's when I fell over that they realized he ain't getting up. No, he ain't getting up. He's stroking the hell out. Yeah, that's my brokest outfit right there. Never again. Always have air vents, people.
He said stroke. I know, I ain't gonna repeat it because I'm gonna have to put it up there again, but you heard that shit.
So, like, you know, when you're a baby and you get dressed up, who knows? Like, I don't remember that shit.
No doubt.
But
you're a baby.
Like I said,
I know, right?
Like, I only remember going trick or treating for like 3 or 4 years, like somewhere between like 4 and 6 or 7, right? I only had 2 costumes ever, and you use the term broke, and that's perfect because my first year trick or treating, I was a hobo. I was, you know, I had the scarf on the stick and everything, riding the rails.
Shit.
So I was broke. And then the year after and the year after that, I was a criminal. I had the white jumpsuit with the black stripes.
Oh shit.
Because my mom's was like, that makes sense.
Yeah. You about to be that.
Yeah. And then the next year she was like
6.
Nah, we broke, man. Like, you still fit? Go.
Do it.
And yeah, so I was a hobo, and then I was an inmate for 2 years. And,
oh shit.
And after that, I was like, you know what? Trick or treating ain't the move. I mean, shit. Wearing that and pulling up to a house saying trick or treat when you're big as fuck, and then being like, yo, you got them Newports? Like, I kind of see why they was like, yo, you don't belong here.
He can't do this no more. Why is he shaving?
You look like an escaped inmate.
Yeah.
Trying to get some.
He has a 5 o'clock shadow. Get him out of here.
Yeah. It's all starting to make sense now. I had some revelations.
Oh, shit. You know what? I'm going to tell you some good shit, man. I wasn't proud of this. Yes, I was. I was proud as fuck because I was like, boy, quick on your feet. So one year, my daughter wants to go trick or treat. I ain't got the money to get her no fucking no costume to wear for this shit. And I'm like, okay, I got you. Just give me a minute. I'm gonna figure it out. So we sitting in the house. It's like almost 6 o'clock. I told her we're gonna go out like 6:30. I said, I fucking got it. So there's a now this is gonna sound, there's a bicycle chain over in the corner. Boom. So I grabbed that. I had on the white beater under my jacket because it's in North Carolina, so it's a little chilly. It ain't cold yet, but it's a little chilly. Put the chain around my neck. I got the white beater on in my jeans. So I'm DMX. For my daughter, you know what I did? I told her, take your pants, turn them around. She turned the pants around. I put her jacket on backwards. You crisscross. Let's go. And we was lit just like that. Yo, that shit was crazy. Yo, you can ask her to this day. You went trick-or-treating this crisscross, and she'll be like, Dad, oh my God, you told them? Yes, I did. I totally told them. And now I'd have told everybody. So it's a wrap. Matter of fact, I'm clipping that and I'm sending it to her. But yeah, so that shit was funny as shit, man. But it got me thinking, man, with all this shit going on. Like we could so my job, they doing first of all, let me tell you something. There's certain things that you're not supposed to do, right? Like I think that there's certain things that should be universally understood that you don't do these things because it just doesn't make sense to do it. Now, I work in an environment where people wear polos and slacks and all that. I don't wear slacks because fuck that. But like, they be dressing the part like they think they impressing somebody. I'd be like, y'all motherfuckers look like y'all need to go to church. That's all y'all look like y'all feel for. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So this Friday is Halloween, obviously. A lot of people got little kids. So tell me why they decided to buy a bunch of candy, which I'm scheming on, by the way. I don't give a fuck if somebody at work does see this. By the time you see it, it's gonna be too late. But they're gonna bring kids. They're gonna let people leave work to go get their children, to bring their children back to work to go trick or treating at the job site. And they going from squad to squad, just getting shit. And I was like, yo, when they start bringing the kids in here, I'm going home. They was like, but why? I said, because fuck them kids. That's why. I came here because no children work here. And you know why I work here? Because ain't no kids here. That's why I work here. Don't no kids ever be here because kids ain't got to worry about the shit that we do. It's don't affect them at all. Well, it probably do because they parents fuck ups, but that's beside the point. All I'm saying is ain't no kids here. And don't get me wrong, I love kids. I got some. I'm glad they grown. But I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? But so when you bring, I'm leaving. I don't want nothing to do with it. I will go hide in the bathroom for the last hour. I don't give a fuck. Like, Never mind. Anyway.
I never understood why bosses always try to make you have these mandatory fun days and shit. Try to bring your kids into it and be like, "Hey, look, this is where my soul gets sucked out every day. Come look at daddy's prison cell. You know what I mean? It's my cubicle." Like, what? Why? Why do you want to do this to me? Like, just rubbing my nose
how
in.
much money's not gonna be made during that time?
You know what I mean?
Because if you call me up and you're like, "Yo, you owe 10 stacks. Where's our money?" And some kid yells in the background, "Give me that candy, bitch." I'm going to be like, "Shut that little motherfucker up." Click.
Run the snip yourself.
I ain't giving nothing to you or them.
What kind of scam you running? You got kids in the background? You pervert?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because it'll be wild because the phone will click on right at the moment when the kid like, "Why are you touching me like that?" And and they ain't even know wild shit going on. It's just like, but they don't know that. They don't know that in the fucking phone. So, so you know.
Not the place.
Yeah. You ain't even going to get a word out. They're going to be like, "Hello," and some kid's going to yell, "I'm Black Panther." And they're going to be like, "Nope, click."
Oh, shit. If he was Black Panther, why does he sound like Chet? Dog, I swear to God, if I see a little white kid dressed up as Black Panther, I might flip the fuck out on their parents. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might fuck around and do it. I might be like, excuse me. Yeah. Come here. We gotta talk about this shit. What in the fuck are you doing? You be saying the N-word in the car when the rap song come on, don't you? I know you do. You got to. If you dress your kid as Black Panther, you say the shit. I know you do it. And you probably got one dumbass black friend that was like, "Nah, it's cool," because he feel like he can't beat your ass. So that's why he let you do it. But I got completely off subject. I'm sorry. But what I was saying was, it had me thinking about movies, specifically Halloween movies. Now, when I see a Halloween movie, I don't just mean the Halloween franchise. First of all, I'll get to that in a minute. But I don't just mean the Halloween franchise. I just mean movies that are Halloween themed, even if they didn't come out during Halloween. Like if they have a theme that's tied to Halloween. And I started thinking, I was like, they do a lot of really dumb ones, like comedy, horror, Jones. Some of them were kind of cool. Like it's what's the name of that shit? I think it's like Hubie Halloween or some shit like that. That's just funny. Or maybe I was just I don't know. But it made me think, like, what do I think is the best Halloween movie? And conversely, I also started thinking about the worst Halloween movie. I was like, there's some bad shit out there too. But I was wondering, because I know y'all the movie guys. What do y'all think? But like, what's your top dog Halloween themed movie? And what's one that you like wish they never created?
You want to go first, P? Or you want me to go?
You go.
Right. I think I know one of yours because we talked about this movie before, so I'm intentionally going to leave that off my list, but I might jump in when you bring it up.
All right.
I'm going to start with the worst because that's where, I don't know, it might be a hot take, but there's a movie out there that I hate that everybody else seems to like. The worst Halloween movie ever made was Hocus Pocus.
Oh, shit.
That's a dumb fucking movie.
Yep.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I don't know why that movie gets so much love. That's a dumb fucking movie, y'all.
Yes.
So I'm just going to leave that there. And then with that, I'll incorporate kind of like Seb was saying, I don't know who Bootsy is, but whatever one he was saying, like that one might be dope. I haven't seen that one, but most of the like Disney Channel and Nickelodeon ones, like I haven't seen any of them, but when I'm walking by the TV when they're on, I'm like, yo, this is dumb as fuck, right? Like, go get yourself a job. By the time I was your age, I had 12 jobs.
You lazy bum.
Yeah.
Yep.
A blood clot that murder Jacob.
So, all right, now I'll get to the best. And I don't, like, this is in no specific order. But ones that come to mind, The Crow, that took place on Halloween.
Ooh,
Well, technically,
yeah.
it takes place the day before Halloween, but it's at night, so it bound to hit midnight somewhere.
No doubt.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's one of mine. Did y'all ever see Spaced Invaders?
Yes.
The
Was that on
aliens?
Halloween?
It took place on Halloween because they think, as they're
Oh.
walking around, they think that it's kids in Halloween costumes. But these are four gangster-ass, tiny aliens that are sitting there like smoking Newports and like talking mad shit.
That's how you know it's Halloween. They got Newports.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, Spaced Invaders is definitely on that list.
Oh, I gotta check that.
Sev, I know you're about to slide the Halloween movies, but I will say Halloween H2O and Resurrection with Busta Rhymes and LL Cool J.
Yeah, I like both of those.
just because it's like, yo, like, don't kill a black man, and at least in one of them they didn't. I got two more. One is Night of the Demons. And if y'all haven't seen that, go and watch it, because that's the first movie. It came out in like the early 80s. It's got the girl from Exorcism in it, but she's all grown. And the black dude in that movie, one, he doesn't die. But throughout the whole movie, he shows you why he's not going to die. The moment they even hint that some shit is popping off, like, they're in this house and they're like, yo, it's possessed. He's like, yo, my dad's a preacher. I'm out. And he goes to dip, but the thing is, he can't get out the gate because the gate's gone. So he's like, nope, fuck it. The girl that he left with disappears. It's not, I'm going to go and find her. It's like, yo, where'd you go? I'm going to wait in the car. And he's sitting in the car for like half the movie. The white bitch that he's with falls on the car. He's like, I better get out. So he gets out and just jets, right? Ends up back in the house. But every time he sees a demon, even if there's another chick right next to him, he's like, yo, you better run. And he jets. To the point where this motherfucker says, you're not getting me, and jumps through a window to get back out the house.
I love it.
They're climbing the big like stone barrier to get off of the like property. And this girl's grabbing the wire and she's like, oh, it's hurting my hands. I can't do it. And he was like, on my way, bitch. And he climbs, gets on the top of the wall, and then reaches down. And he's like, you better hurry. They're coming. And she gets about halfway up and they grab her. And he was like, nope, and rolls off. And she's still sitting there just screaming, help me. And he climbs back up. He doesn't jump over the wall. He just gets back up on the wall. And he was like, you better give me your hand. And just stays at the top of the wall. And is like, you get one more chance. And sure enough, she gets that strength up, grabs him, and he's like, no, there we go. And he barrel rolls off again, dips.
Ain't that America? That is a great metaphor for America. Like, black folks been trying to save your ass from demons, and you don't want to listen. Y'all want to keep doing stupid shit. And they come down to that wall. Give me a hand. I'm going to help you out one more time.
Just based off of the campiness of the movie, it definitely wasn't written by a brother. But I guarantee that he had a roommate that was a brother. And he was like, yo, read this. And homie was reading, and he was like, we wouldn't do that. Nope. Wouldn't do that. Nope. Right here, he runs. Nope. Here, he runs. Nah, he'd leave that bitch.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, like he had the inside scoop somewhere.
He brought that shit to the writer's table. They was like, word?
Yeah.
He was like, yeah.
And the last one
I thought my friend Tyrone for this one.
Caitlin Clark, Scared Stupid.
What?
Oh, y'all ain't never seen that movie before?
Oh,
a basketball player, Caitlin Clark. Scared Stupid?
Sam's putting it together right now.
What?
Y'all didn't know that that's Ernest P. Worrell's daughter?
Oh my god! I knew you was gonna do it. Oh shit! I knew you was gonna do it. Oh my god, yo!
Is it really?
Ooh.
Is she
Hell
really?
no!
Nah,
Go look at that bitch and tell me that she ain't Ernest.
She look like it though.
She looked like Ernest P. Worrell. Scared stupid.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that shit is hilarious. Oh my god, I'm dead,
like,
bro.
what?
Oh shit, I'm dead.
So
Oh, wait till Monday night. Wait till Monday night. Oh shit, I think we might. Yeah, wait till Monday night. I'm getting ready.
So
I'm like,
yeah,
bro, y'all
that's
ain't
my
gonna believe
list
this
of the best and the worst.
shit. No doubt. Oh man, P, what you got, man?
Okay, so I got one that is pure classic, and I think most people don't realize it's Halloween, even though one of the major scenes is like that everybody knows from this movie is like from a Hollywood, is always a Halloween. It's E.T., right? E.T.
Oh yeah.
riding around, thinking that little lump of poop is is a dude in the costume, It's a little kid in the costume. Yeah. So, but now you look at it, after so many years, and nothing against Spielberg, nothing against the time, but I really don't think it holds up. And I'm looking at it going, dang, it was one of the best Halloween movies ever. Made you cry, finger, all that good stuff. But now I'm looking at it like, this is questionable. Like, you just let your kids just do this? Like, what's the supervision? What's going on here? There's a lot of things. And then they just let the government just run up in your house. And like, that's a little weird. But okay, so then you got the Scream franchise, right? I love the first two Screams. First two Screams are great.
Yes,
Anything after that, I got them confused with Scary Movie. That's how bad they got, right? Like I didn't know when they were advertising for Scary Movie. I'm like, oh, another Scream movie, and I realized it wasn't it because they use the same characters, right? Like the guy with the mask is in both movies. I was so confused. So, not a fan of the latter ones. Let's see. Now, have you ever seen Johnny Mnemonic?
Yeah.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves movie. Did you know that was done during Halloween?
Nah,
I didn't, but it makes sense.
Right? So I put that one just because it's offbeat. It's there. And it's actually something that keeps popping up because it's just popped up on my feed for a Hollywood movie. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then my last one, let's see. I'm trying to flip my list here. The last one is Batman Returns with the Penguin.
Yeah.
Right? Michael Keaton, 1993, Batman Returns. Best and worst at the same time. One, because it's Keaton. Two, because he blows people up. Like, whoa, he killed so many people in that movie. And I'm just like, wow. He put a bomb on one dude. He killed he killed a poodle. Like my man was killing a lot of people in that movie, and that brings it up there. But then, Danny DeVito as the Penguin was a little weird. I love Christopher Walken in whatever role he was playing. I don't know. I just love Christopher Walken. He's hilarious. But
what do you think you're gonna do?
I don't know. It's overall it doesn't hold up anymore, but it's still one of those classic movies. So.
Yo, when he told her next time I'm gonna throw you out a higher window, that's when I was like, there he is. That's my guy.
That is, man.
Christopher Walken.
So a lot of people don't consider it a Halloween movie because it came out the week after Halloween. But there was a reason for that.
A Nightmare on Elm Street is probably my favorite movie in that vein, or at least one of them. On that note, I just got to say something. You won't find in my travails into horror movies, I won't talk about Friday the 13th often. I won't talk about Halloween often. There's a reason for that. I have a very large problem with running full speed in one direction and you walking like you just got your Bucci cat took, holding an axe up in the air or some shit. How the fuck did you catch me, dog? That don't make sense. Yeah. Michael Myers. I agree. The H2O and what was the other one? Was it 4?
Resurrection. Yeah.
Resurrection. Yeah, Resurrection. Yeah, Resurrection was good. Yeah, Resurrection was good. Those two were good.
They were both in confined spaces, so it made a little bit more sense.
Exactly. Yeah. Michael Myers.
Space shuttle or some shit.
No,
it's an X.
In H2O, I think they're in just one house, and then I think in Resurrection, I might have this backwards, but in Resurrection, they're just on they're technically on a campus, but it's only a few smaller facilities that they're in.
Okay.
Oh man, I don't think. I think the thing that ruins it for me, there's this movie called Jacko. Pause just in case. It's really bad. It's really bad, and a lot of those quote unquote comedy horror movies are the ones that make my stomach turn. Like I said, the Hubie Halloween joint is actually pretty good as far as those types of movies go. But Adam Sandler is involved in that, so you know what I'm saying. And when he's not over the top, I fuck with Adam Sandler. So, when I think about the worst Halloween movie, sometimes Halloween comes to mind. But sometimes Halloween comes to mind. But I don't. Okay, so let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all consider what's the name of it? The Exorcist to be a Halloween movie?
It's one of those movies you can watch during Halloween because it's the scary movie that you watch during sleepovers and friends coming over and all that kind of stuff. But you can watch Exorcism anytime. Because
if we're just talking about themed, I'd say probably not.
Right. Okay.
But when we have a horror movie conversation, definitely throw that one in.
Oh yeah, definitely that. I also I actually think Hocus Pocus was pretty high on my bad list, as was I think the name of it was Trick or Treat. That shit was pretty bad. It was really bad. One of my favorite Christmas movies is The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
Yeah,
that's my shit.
Linus goes off on motherfuckers.
You did, hey, you did. You know what I'm saying?
No one ever points that out.
What's the name of that shit? Spooky Buddies. Spooky Buddies might be the worst Halloween themed shit in the world. Listen, I don't have no problem with people that love their animals. None whatsoever. By all means, rock out.
Why? What?
All good. I don't want to see no more buddies. Them fucking dogs don't want to be doing that shit y'all having them do. What make y'all think they want to fly a fucking airplane? They don't want to do that shit. They chilling.
Yeah.
Y'all putting clothes on these motherfuckers and making them do dumb shit, and then calling them buddies.
Not what I.
They probably would have liked.
What was going on right now.
What is happening right now?
He was going back to the earlier conversation, like what your search history looked like.
Yeah, man. I'm like, what is going on?
Oh, damn. And I agree.
I was so confused, man.
Yo, that's funny as shit.
Oh,
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, nah, but yeah, that spooky buddies shit, y'all can miss me with that shit. Halloween, Jason, Michael Myers, I don't fuck with y'all like that, man. Like Freddie always been my dude, because I'm like, dog, everybody gotta go to sleep. You gotta go to sleep. You can't beat them. You gotta go to sleep. I should be able to outrun your dumb ass hockey mask boy. What the? How you keep catching, motherfucker? Somebody explain it to me. make that shit make sense.
Oh no, we can't do that. It's in the script. You got plot armor. That's all that is.
I will
And we
say
got
that
a
when
really
he
low
wrapped
budget.
that bitch up in that sleeping bag and slammed her up against that tree, I was like, all right.
Yeah, that was dope. I mean, some of the kills be kind of fire. I ain't gonna front, but like, you know, I just be like,
yeah,
but damn,
overall,
man, the way you got
I
there,
get you.
the way you got there is some bullshit. But now that you're here,
But the reverse pinata, like,
oh my god, yeah,
you gotta appreciate that.
yo, it was
With
I
midgets.
seen a scene. He wrapped the chick up in a blanket, tied her upside down in a tree, and set it on fire. She fell out of it like fricasseed. She dead as fuck, cooked. Like, to the point that somebody else came up and seen her, and they touched her and was like, ah. I was like, damn.
We call that a human tamale.
You know what I mean? Oh, hockey mask ass nigga. I don't fuck with that dude, man. Oh, Wayne Gretzky head ass. Fuck you, Jason Voorhees. Oh man. Yo, that shit's crazy, man. All right, man. Let's get the fuck out of here. Matter of fact, you know what? Because I think Friday I'm gonna watch fucking Poltergeist. I'm gonna watch Poltergeist. That's my shit. I fuck with Poltergeist. On the real though, that lady with the little voice used to spook me the fuck out. Why you talk like that?
Yeah, she
Michelle used to make me nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, what the hell wrong with y'all head? You sound like you swallowed the whole fucking tank of helium. Anyway, yeah. Let's spin it around the cipher real quick. 30 seconds to a minute on anything we talked about tonight. Let's wrap this shit up, man. I'm high and I want to get higher, and I don't need to talk no more after I do.
7 in the morning, out now. There's gonna be a lot of interviews and stuff like that, and just more stuff coming from Mojo Barnes. So definitely look out for that. King Chasm just dropped a jazz album. Check it out. That's on streaming platforms, and I'm about to go see if I can find me some midget pinata porn.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. Okay. What you got, man?
Check out Sun in the Morning. Check out IMK. Drop them both a follow so that you can look for future music as well. Whatever you're going to be doing this Halloween, like, don't be stupid. And if you got a teenager that comes to your door to trick or treat, give them some shit. There's dumber shit that they could be doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, keep them trick or treating, and don't be bitches. Yeah. Other than that, got my jizzle. I'm gonna go talk to my lady, see what her search history look like. It's gonna be a night.
Oh shit!
And make sure you sign up for Newports to them teens too. You're getting expensive out here.
God, I'm gonna die.
Not endorsing that at all.
I guess third time's a charm. Sun in the Morning, out now. Go listen to that, stream that, buy that. Mojo Barnes Sidebars 33 with Mojo Barnes dropping this Friday, which will be tomorrow for those of y'all that listen on the day it dropped. Y'all, some of y'all be late to the anyway. Yeah. So that's dropping Friday. Of course, every Monday you can catch us on Monday Night Live over at All Purpose Podcast. If you fuck with sports like that, come over and talk to us, man. You know what I'm saying? We talk back. It'd be lit in the comments. They be getting it in out there. I love Monday Night Lives. Absolutely. Yeah. If teenagers come to your door, hook them up, man. They could be out here fucking up shit. I don't know if y'all realize, but turning us away from the door is part of the reason why we start breaking in y'all houses. So
Listen to hip-hop.
that's part of the reason why we start breaking in your house. So
That's for sure.
yeah, man, be mindful, yo. Be mindful. It's about to get real crazy outside. It's about to get crazy outside. Let's not be fucked up to each other. You know what I'm talking about? We gotta hold each other down. On behalf of the crew, you know what I'm saying? Salute to the guys over at All Purpose, Evan Almighty and Phantom. Make sure y'all lock in with W.GG. Use code Pantha Politix to get 10% off your order. Make sure you share, subscribe, comment, give us a 5-star rating if you're on Apple. You know, all of the things, all the things. And make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. We get it popping over here, man. Pantha Politix Podcast. Monster Elicit P7. I am Seven Da Pantha, and we are flyer than everybody. Nooka.
I'm flyer than everybody. Everybody on cloud 9, higher than everybody.